I have just crossed over the 7 months of querying milestone. And I have some thoughts, some ghosts haunting me. Basically, I'm starting to have more friends approaching me about author friends. When is it time to query? When can I begin querying? How will I know? So this video is not going to answer that question. I can't tell you when it's time to query, but I can tell you how I've started to reframe my thinking as an author who's pursuing traditional publishing with the intent to earn money someday, even if it's just a little bit. I'm thinking less about when is it time to query and more when it may be time to pause. Now, I did just want to make a shout out because, like I said, 7 months feels like an awful long time to me, but there are so many legends and heroes and idols, authors out there that have been querying much, much longer. And your guys' commitment to your story inspires me to keep going. So first and foremost, hands down, hats off to those of you with the passion for your story that keeps the rest of us going. But me, 7 months is starting to feel like a long time, and I've gotten 3 rejections this week, and 2 of them were on fulls. So we're feeling a little fragile today. But let's talk about this guy, okay? This is what I'm sending to agents, not the hard copy. Don't send hard copies to agents. Thinking about my novel, thinking about when it's time to query. Is this document worth $10,000? Do I really think that it is strong enough to convince someone and all of their bosses to write me a check for $10,000? And I just made that number up. I would be very blessed if I got that much money. I'd be blessed if I got more than that. Do I think that this is the quality it needs to be right now to be a $10,000 book? I don't know. I don't think so. I still don't know. I messed up a lot of grammar, which won't break you. It's not a make or break for a lot of agents. However, I just read like 6 of these books. Those are $10,000 books. I don't know if this is there yet. Truly, I don't. So the hope is that we find an agent who sees enough potential in this to commit the effort to turning it into a $10,000 book. That's when the agent revision time comes in. Trying out different things that will turn the book into a document worth money. And a lot of it. And years. Are there plenty of agents who may be able to turn this into a $10,000 document? Sure. But let's think about it. They're going to get 15% of that. So this book has to be worth $1,500 to them. All the effort that goes in. All the effort that it takes to turn this into something sellable. And the years of holding my hand afterward as it actually becomes a book. And possibly my author career after that. Is only going to cash in at $1,500 for them. Are they willing to commit what they envision to be the effort that it takes to get this there for that much money? Is their time worth it right now? Especially, and this is, friends, why this video timing feels right. Is it worth their time right now in September 2020 when they're worried about homeschooling, crippling news updates, wildfires raging the West Coast, not having job security, their favorite editors being laid off, the fact that there are still explosions happening in Lebanon following their original explosion, the election season, the much-awaited release of Tiffany Jackson's Grown, the fact that Cardi B just divorced somebody, and whether or not they're going to have to cancel Thanksgiving this year, even though it may be the last family gathering for grandma. These are the things that freak out normal human beings this year. These are the things that the agents are worried about, along with their own client lists and their clients' dreams and concerns and fears. Do they have the time right now, even if my story was just solid gold potential? They can easily see the path to get this into a $10,000 document. But is it worth it? Maybe not. Maybe that's why there are all these rejections. Publishing is so subjective. It may not be the quality of my book, the quality of my storytelling. I understand this. All this to say, that's just this week's news. Maybe in December, maybe by the time I post this video in October, things will be different. But I'm starting to feel like perhaps hoping for my shot. It's hard to put into words. I'm not feeling like a failure. I'm not feeling like the rejection is overwhelming me. But I'm curious, I sent 2 additional queries out at the end of the second Pitch Mad, which was the beginning of September. I'm probably not going to send any more queries out until a couple more months. And I hope that makes sense. And I hope that when I look back at this and I kick myself for not querying more in 2020, I'll remember why. So future Phoebe, girl, take a breath. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. This rejection that you just got in your email hurts. The next rejection that you're gonna get is gonna suck. The fact that you're gonna have beta readers read this in the future and ghost you because they don't think it's good enough. It happens. Everybody's time is very expensive. And you're gonna have to go back to your day job, Phoebes, and you're not gonna have an agent like you had hoped for. It's not up to you. But the things that I can control: self-care, pacing myself, taking a step back. I did take a big step back to do a revise and resubmit. Gotten 2 rejections since, saying it's actually worse than it was when they started. It's all subjective. So I'm probably gonna work on some other creative things while we keep waiting for responses. I hope that you guys are taking the time that you need. Don't overwhelm yourself. Get beta reader feedback. Get critique partner feedback. Get more of it. Take a step back. Come back to your story. Look at it again. Rework your materials. Because you know what? It's going to be fine. But maybe this isn't the year that all of us have our dreams come true. That's a lot of people whose dreams want to come true right now. Maybe this year, maybe next year. I'm going to keep pushing through. I hope you guys keep pushing through. If it's time to query, I wish you luck. If it's not time to query, if it's time to take a step back, welcome to the club. Because it's a mess. But happy writing. Thanks for coming. Like and subscribe and comment. Please comment. Please tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel about this. Where are you at in your journey? Are you avoiding this at all costs and pursuing self-publishing because you have so much more control than I do right now? Mad respect. Mad respect. Yeah. Be safe. Wash your hands.